Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Sephora haul, most likely my first Sephora haul, as well as some sale recommendations for you. Their VIB sale is still happening, so let's get into it. Let's talk about the makeup that I have on my face. Of course, I have mostly Sephora favorites to show you. Some are newer items and some are just tried and true favorites. The primer that I used is this Cali Ray So Blown primer. This is newer to my collection. I love the consistency of this primer. It goes on very, very thin like a lotion. It smells very citrusy, which I love. Not overwhelming, but a pleasure. It smooths my pores. It helps keep my oil at bay. I love it. I have a very good makeup day when I use this primer. For foundation, a tried and true favorite, this is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I like Dior's matte foundation as well, even though the pump sometimes spits on me. If you've seen that video, it's funny. If I don't use it every day, the pump tends to get clogged, which is funny with a very expensive foundation. This one, that never happens. It is a squeeze tube. I chose this one because I think it is a little more universal. This, I've been told, is used by a lot of makeup artists. It's going to transform on your skin based on your skin type. So if you have dry skin, you can use this. If you have normal, if you have oily, all across the board. I love how lightweight it is. There is very little to zero scent to it. My shade, I believe, is 2N. I can build it up to a medium, a solid medium coverage, or I can go very light. Today, I did more of an underpainting, which I've really been enjoying. I feel like my makeup looks so less heavy in real life when I start with all the cream products. I'll start with my cream contour and cream highlight and cream blush, and then I'll go in with concealer and then just the lightest amount of foundation just where I need it. And I feel like it makes your face look so much fresher and more like real skin. But this foundation, beautiful. I love it. For cream bronzer, I have two to recommend to you. I love the Huda Beauty Tantour. This was an Emily Noel recommendation. I never would have bought it in light. This is a cream contour that it looks so small, but it really is super pigmented, but at the same time, very easy to blend. That is the contour that I have on for my cream today. It just never goes wrong. It's pretty much foolproof. The other cream bronzer that I wanted to recommend was my LYS. I didn't bring it in here. I will pop up a picture. They have a beautiful bronzer stick. I have a few LYS product recommendations for you today, but I love that cream bronzer as well. I have mine in the shade Harmony. For liquid highlight, I'm not going to say it is my favorite. I'm still dipping my toes into liquid highlight, but what I grabbed to put on today, because it's in my Shop My Stash, as well as this one, is this one from Shea. Hopefully they still have the minis available, because highlight, it seems like such a waste. It lasts and lasts and lasts. It's probably going to expire before you're done with it. So I had an opportunity to get a little one. I got it, and I really love the texture of this because it is so lightweight. It feels like nothing. And then it's not oily. It's a really lovely texture. That is my favorite thing about it. And then of course a champagne natural highlight is beautiful. So that is what I am wearing for highlight. My blush, two recommendations. I love the LYS cream blushes. They have extended their range. They are beautiful. The packaging looks like this. It is so easy to just tap it on. But for today, what I have on is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. This is so pigmented. I usually set my cream contour, set my cream blush. Today, I did not set my cream blush because this is crazy pigmented. I literally pull it out, tap on my hand once, then I go in with my e.l.f. Putty Primer brush, tap it in, and that is enough for both cheeks. This is the shade Love. I would not mind having more of this blush. It is beautiful. It is, again, a very good value because a little bit will last you forever. Let's talk under eyes. I cheated a little bit. I didn't get to my haul yet, but I will tell you that I have this Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Under Eye Corrector and Skincare all in one. This has been getting so much hype. I have this on first, and then I went in with my Shop My Stash concealer, which is the Hourglass Vanish. I believe you can also buy a baby of this one as well. I do really like this concealer. Crazy enough, I went concealer crazy in my haul and did not get a full size of this one. I don't know. If I'm gonna spend, I feel like concealer is more ruled by the high end. I don't have a drugstore concealer that I just think is wonderful. The closest thing I have to drugstore is my Ulta. I do really enjoy my Ulta full coverage concealer. But this one is beautiful. It goes on super lightweight, has a lot of coverage, is very smooth under the eyes. I'm liking it. This Ole Henriksen, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I put it on after I took my shower and had my skincare today, and it bunched up and pilled, and I don't know if I didn't wait long enough for my skincare, but I took a mirror and was looking close and was like, oh my goodness, I had to clean all that up, and then I worked on my face and then did add a little bit more, but I'm just not sure it's doing anything. I'm unfortunately gonna have to keep playing with this because I cannot recommend it to you as of yet. On my eyes, could you guess it? What would you guess? Of course you would guess Natasha Denona. Of course I'm going to recommend that you grab a Natasha Denona palette during the Sephora sale. Natasha Denona is one of my very favorite eyeshadow formulas, if not my absolute favorite. The only thing that she doesn't super excel at is the shimmers, and they are still beautiful. They are very elegant. If I'm looking for a bold pop of glitter on my eyelids, it's not Natasha that I'm reaching for. But if I want to look put together, I want to look elegant, beautiful, I will reach for one of her palettes. I have a lot of Natasha Denona palettes. Let me know if you're ever interested in a ranking, but I knew that I wanted to wear a red lip today, so I grabbed this mini nude palette. And this is a gorgeous, very simple palette. You've got a dark matte, mid-tone matte, and then you've got 3 different shimmers going on there. And it's so easy to put together an eye look with this. Today what I did is I took the transition shade, or this mid-tone brown, and just lightly dusted it all over my lid. I took this deepest brown here and focused it more on the outer corner, and then I didn't even mess with all the shimmers. I went straight into the bright one. That's usually where I live, and I put that all over the lid. It is simple, pretty. This is all over the bottom. This is a little bit on the edge like I would normally do, but this is a easy, I know it's gonna look smooth, it's not gonna be patchy, it's just gonna be beautiful eyeshadow. These retail for $27, but you can get the discount based on your level with the Sephora Insider. Whether you get 10%, 15%, or 20%, any amount off is nice. This is one that I truly love. Let's talk Sephora brand. I love the Sephora Collection brand. It is 30% off for everyone right now during this VIB sale. So I'm going to point out some of my favorite things. And one of my favorite things is their brow pencil. This is their retractable, waterproof brow pencil. I believe they have a couple different styles. This one is the micro tip. So it's got a micro tip on the one side, and it's got a spoolie on the other. I have purchased this so many times. The shade that I'm into right now is medium brown. This is what I have on today. It's just so easy to flick through the brows, brush through, and then when I'm done with my makeup, I will set it with my brow gel. Another favorite from the Sephora collection is their liner. They have a couple different styles, which you'll see in the haul or my future hauls. I did pick up another one of the styles, but this one is the waterproof retractable liner. This one is a twist up. I have it in, is it black or blackest black? Matte black. And another thing that I love about it is it's got this smudger on the back. What I did today was I stayed really close to my lash line. I've been winging it every day, and today I was like, I'm not gonna wing it. I kept it very close to the lash line, and then I did not take it all the way over. So right at that halfway point where I wanted it to blend, I took that little spongy area and just sort of faded it so that it went deeper to lighter to nothing, going across the eyes, just to give a brighter eye look, which is what I like for my deep set eyes. I love this liner. I think it's fantastic. I also use the Sephora brand. This is the Daily Brush Cleaner. I use this all the time for spot cleaning my brush. I'll take my brush, and I usually have like a washcloth or some sort of cloth on my lap, and I will wipe it off really quick if I'm in between deep washing my brushes. I love this stuff. I have one in my bedroom and I have one here. I have been made fun of in the store. Every time I'm there, if I see somebody lingering in that section, I'm like, those are the best liquid lipsticks ever. This is the best liquid lipstick formula. It goes on super thin and pigmented. It dries down to a very comfortable matte. It lasts a very long time. Very little transfer, if not any transfer. My favorite shade is the Always Red shade. There are 100 shades of this liquid lip. I have some browns, I have some more pinky nudes. Any shade you're looking for, you can find, and it's so inexpensive. Highly, highly recommend. Last thing I wanted to mention is their glosses. This is their Outrageous Intense 02. I also have their Outrageous Plump. So the Outrageous is a little less intense. The Outrageous Plump formula reminds me very much of my beloved Fenty, which of course I'm gonna recommend. Absolutely, you should try the Fenty Gloss Bomb. This is a very close dupe to that, at least the not intense version. I'm going to have a picture up. Then, just out of curiosity, I wanted to try this one. And this one I do like, not quite as much as the other ones, because it's a little more hot than cool, and I love the cool. Like the Fenty Ice gloss is amazing. Little hot, little spicy, but also a little cool, but nothing crazy, not like Too Faced crazy. This is a lovely gloss. I do not feel any type of stick to it. I love that plumping feeling, and then these two paired together are gorgeous. For powder, I have to recommend the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Bake and Setting Powder. Mine is in the shade Pound Cake. This is not a perfect situation in that it has a sponge thing inside, which I took a pair of scissors and cut through. Not sure if that was the correct thing to do or not. Now powder gets everywhere, but I really didn't like that spongy thing. And the scent is extremely strong. It smells like a very strong perfume. If you can't handle that, this might not be the powder for you, but this is truly top 3 powders that I own. I probably would repurchase this if I ran out. It is very smoothing, very mattifying, but doesn't look heavy. It's just beautiful. The last thing I wanted to talk about that's on my face is my setting spray. I love the One Size On Till Dawn mattifying setting spray. I will warn you, there is a very strong scent, but it does truly mattify the skin, make the makeup last all day. Just hold your breath. And I've never had the sprayer quit on me. Let's talk about what I got. I can really feel the lips burning. So from the Sephora collection, I've been hearing a lot of good buzz from this makeup setting spray, 16-hour wear, transfer proof, sweat and humidity resistant. Somebody was saying that it was a Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray dupe, and that is, I love that setting spray. I just don't own it right now. So I'm gonna try this one out. Of course, I picked up 2 of my brow pencils, the Sephora collection. If you've not tried their little lotions, these are, I don't know, they're $6 and then 30% off. They are great. They come in different scents. There's a coconut, there's an almond. I forget what the third one is, but this is the hand balm. I like to throw this in my purse, or I'll have this sitting on my desk, but it is very nice. It is sealed. This is the almond one. It smells delicious. And then I also have right here the coconut one. This is one that I have had. This is one that I keep in here in case I need it when I'm filming. And it is, smells so good. It is lightweight. Does anybody else put lotion on like this? recommend the lotions. I picked up one of these Sephora matte lipsticks. If you are a lip balm person and you want something that's going to be moisturizing with a little bit of tint, this might be worth it, and the packaging is cute. Foundations, how could I forget to recommend my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. Of course I love that. I find myself hoarding it, which is silly. I could buy it at a discount, but instead what I did was I picked up the shade Universal to use as a primer. This I have not gotten into, I have not opened it, but I can't wait to try it out under different foundations that I own that are a little bit dewier, a little more moisturizing. This might really help the staying power, might really help smooth the skin. I'm looking forward to playing with this, and if it doesn't work out, I know that I love the colored version. I have shade 3 that I love on my more natural makeup days that makes my skin look so smooth and perfected with a light amount of coverage and really helps keep my oil at bay. Speaking of Danessa Myricks, I also picked up her new blush. This is her Yummy Skin Flushed, and I was so torn what color to get. I ended up getting Rosé and Brunch, which looks like a sort of a brownie nude. I did have my fingers in here. I can't wait to play with it. It feels very creamy. This is what it looks like on the skin. I just think it's gonna look like a healthy glow, but I have heard some wonderful things about these blushes. I had to try it. Make sure that you are subscribed so that you will see my first impressions, my try-on video that, of course, is coming next week. I forgot to mention the mascara that is on my eyes. This is the Big Volume Lash Craft with the hair on it from the Sephora Collection. I love this one. It really does a nice job of volumizing and lifting and lengthening. It does all the things. I love this one. I love the other Sephora brand that they have. What is it called? Size Up. I love the Size Up mascara. I might even have a backup in my drawer. And of course, because I have to try them all, I picked up this one, which is their newest one called Big by Definition. I'll keep you posted. I picked up a new primer. One Size has me with their setting spray. I tried his Secure the Blur primer and was not super impressed, but he did recently come out with the Secure the Sweat Dry Till Dawn primer. I thought it might be a fun one to have for the summer, and hopefully it does some magical things. I love that it's like the aluminum packaging. Can't wait to play with this. I mentioned that I went a little concealer crazy. I am just on a quest to find the concealer that just rules my world and is going to make my dark under eye circles disappear, and I'm gonna find it. I picked up the One Size concealer. This is his Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. This is what it looks like. We're gonna test this baby out. I also picked up the NARS Soft Matte Creamy Concealer. I've heard wonderful things about this one. I feel like I owned it years ago. I want to play with this again. And then the last one that I picked up is the Born This Way Concealer. I don't know how much I mentioned this, but truly my favorite concealer. If you said, Jennifer, you can only have one concealer for the rest of your life, what would it be? It would be the Tarte Shape Tape. It truly would. I feel like that gives me more coverage than any other concealer. I've heard this is a very close competitor to that. I want to try it out. I had it years ago. I can't remember. Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. I got it in the shade Pearl. I'm gonna play because this one, there's actually a really good bang for your buck. You get more product in there than you would get with a typical concealer, and that, I think, draws me in. I like that. The last product that I picked up, I had to. I am a sucker for a new fabulous mascara. I do love a lot of Fenty products, so I picked up the Fenty Hella Thick Mascara. I'm gonna see if this does all the things for my lashes. So that is everything for now. I do have another order coming. I will have the dates and the information about the sale listed for you in the description box. I will have everything that is on my face in the description box below. I will have it listed, shade name, price, and a link for you if you are interested. If you're not subscribed, I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave. I upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. If you hit the notification bell, you'll get a notification every time that I upload. Give the video a thumbs up, it really helps me, and of course, leave me a comment. Let me know what you have your eye on, if there's anything you are going to pick up, whether it is new or not new, or you've heard good things, or you've just always wanted it and want to take advantage of the sale. I will see you in the next one. Have a fabulous day.